Missouri voters will make a decision that could drastically affect the finances of Kansas City.
An effort to abolish the city's earnings tax will be on the ballot. Chris Hernandez is here now to explain what's next. Chris?
Well, Mark and Elizabeth, the city's earnings tax funds a huge part of the city budget, and there's no plan yet here at City Hall to replace that revenue if voters outlaw the tax. Now, the vote in November is only about 90 days away, and that means the battle is about to start.
Enough signatures were gathered on petitions this year to force the November vote that could eventually abolish the earnings tax. It's that 1% tax paid by anyone who lives or works in Kansas City. It generates 40% of the city's general fund revenue.
This is absolutely bad for Kansas City, but it's also bad for the state of Missouri. To take the two largest cities and basically cripple them.
Kansas City and St. Louis, probably more so Kansas City, looks at the earnings tax as free money, a way for politicians to reach across state lines and tax people who cannot vote against them.
Here's how the earnings tax votes will happen. It will be on the ballot statewide in November. If it passes, then it goes to a vote in Kansas City and St. Louis in April. If it passes at the city level, the earnings tax would be phased out over 10 years. If defeated, the city would still have to vote on it every 5 years. Mayor Funkhauser agrees with the need for tax reform, but not like this.
We need to do it on our own schedule, in our own way, and not at the whim of outsiders.
In Kansas City, the earnings tax is killing our city.
Kansas City officials are looking at options. They may ask state lawmakers to overturn the law if approved by voters in November.
I did talk with the spokesperson for the Let Voters Decide campaign committee. He is promising a full-scale mixed media campaign statewide between now and November. Now, this effort has been funded almost entirely up until this point by Rex Sinkfeld. He is a wealthy anti-tax advocate from St. Louis. He has already contributed more than $6.8 million from his personal fortune to this effort. I just checked the filing papers. There's only about $1.5 million left in the fund right now, so it's highly likely that he will be contributing even more. Reporting live at City Hall, Chris Hernandez, NBC Action News.